Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Keeping It Chaotic podcast. My name is Ava.
My name is Cheyenne, and it has been
A
quite
minute.
a while. Yeah, I don't even know what we're doing. We're so nervous. Like, it's the first episode ever, and we just, simply forgot how to do this. So,
Yeah, whenever we get nervous, we start talking in a British accent, which is exactly what just happened right before we started recording this. So,
if you hear that, please disregard. It just happens. I don't know why. I don't know when it started. It just is like a nervous tick thing. I don't know.
yeah, but it has been over a month since we last filmed because I think the last 2 or 3 episodes we pre-filmed weeks before, and then things happened. We just
So much. I feel like personal lives, pop culture wise, there has just been a tornado of things that have just taken over our lives. And honestly, I just feel like we needed a mental break to just take it all in because it was just far too much. I think the last time we recorded was the week before Coachella started. It was maybe a week or two before Taylor's album came out. So we had no idea what was coming. And then it literally, from that point on, everything just started happening. And we were like, yeah, we need a break to literally digest everything that just happened.
yeah, and we tried to get together and film, but it was just too much and we couldn't get schedules lined up. So we're back and better.
Are we?
I don't know about that, but
still unwell.
But we're back. That's all that matters, really. Yeah, I don't even know where to start because it's literally been a month.
I guess we can just, what did we used to do our favorites of current time, I guess. Do you have any favorite thing, song, movie, food, anything like that?
I'll say my favorite song currently is Risk by Gracie Abrams. Anytime Gracie releases a new single, it's on repeat for months after, and that's how it's been for me so far. And then I get sick of it once the album comes out, and I never listen to it. But right now it's been on repeat, and I just can't get enough. Do you have anything?
I don't know. I feel like I don't really currently have a favorite. I think music wise, I'm still digesting everything. And just trying. It's so hard because especially with Taylor, I feel like the album just came out, so I'm still processing it, even though I've literally religiously have been listening to it. It's just a lot. I don't know. I think for a thing I can't even talk right now. Sorry. My favorite thing I guess I can say right now is telling Ava before she got here that I don't know how I got roped into it. I got targeted ads to me or something. I don't know. But the Disney Dreamlight Valley or something, I don't know. It's a game from Apple Arcade, and I cannot stop playing it. It is so addicting. And yeah, if you know, you know, but if not, then don't start because it's addicting. But yeah, that's probably my favorite thing at the moment.
So random.
It's literally so random. I don't know. I can go forever without playing phone games and not even pick it up, and then just randomly out of nowhere at 1 a.m. I'll get this ad and I'm like, that looks fun, I should play it. So then I download it, and then obviously every game has ads. So while you're playing one game, you get another ad for another game, and you're like, that looks fun too. So then I spend a month playing games, and then I'll just never play them again. So that's where I'm at currently.
Yeah. Yeah.
What else? Ava went to Coachella. How was that?
It's funny because we have literally not talked about it because we planned on filming like after, like right after I came back from Coachella, and then we just didn't. So we like never talked about it because I planned on like talking about it with you on the podcast. But
Which I don't know how it's been avoided because we literally talk like every single day,
yeah, and I've seen you like
multiple
yeah.
times. But like it's just either been like really quick, couple hours, we do something, or she'll watch my kids for a couple hours, and like there's just no time in between that to like record an episode. So it's been hard over here. But
Yeah, we haven't had time to digest the whole
everything.
Coachella, everything really. But Coachella was so much fun. I had such a great time, and I've been wanting to go to Coachella for years, and I feel like if you know me, like you know that that's been one of my like biggest like goals in life is to go to Coachella. So being there was really exciting, and the first day I texted Cheyenne, I was like, the first time when I walked in there, I literally was like, thank God I have sunglasses on right now because I was like tearing up because I was so excited and like happy to be there. And it was just a really fun experience. Um, this obviously, like, this is my first time, and I kind of expected the worst out of the camping experience, but it was, I feel like it made the whole experience like 10 times better. Like, I was terrified of the showers because I didn't know like what it was going to be about. They were totally fine. Like, they were mobile showers, you know, it is what it is, but I had no problem with them really. The porter potties were fucking disgusting, but like obviously, and that's like your only option when you're there. So you just got to deal with it. Um, yeah, I don't know. I went with my brother and his girlfriend and like five of his friends, and or like six friends, I think. And it was so much fun. I've known all of his friends for like a really long time, so it was kind of like it was whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Um, but I would say it would be a lot more fun if I had like one of my friends there. Um, but yeah, I honestly would not have traded this experience for like anything. It was so great to go, and they had all gone last year, so they kind of knew like what to do and stuff. So I was just kind of along for the ride and like vibing with whatever.
Just there for the vibes.
Yeah. Yeah, it was great. I don't know.
Yeah, I was completely jealous at home. Watching all the live streams. I watched them both weeks because my girl Lana was there. And how mad were you that you were there weekend 2 and not weekend 1?
Okay, I have a really funny story about that. But first, I was so down bad day one. I think we all were down bad day one. I could not, literally by Peso Pluma, who was like right before Lana, I was falling asleep during his set. And then when it came to Lana's, I was like, I want to go fucking home. I want to go back to camp and I want to go to sleep. It was like, she was great, amazing. It was so goddamn slow. And then she kept bringing out guests, and like towards the end it was like a bunch of piano ballads, and I was like, I literally can't do this right now. I was like near tears. Someone fell on me while I was sitting waiting for Lana to come out, and I was like, oh my god, I just want to go back to the camp. Then the guest that she brought out was Camila Cabello, and I think we literally manifested that because the entire weekend, but like Thursday night, that's the only song that my brother and his friends were playing at our campsite was
Was
I
it when
Love
she
It.
oh
Yes.
my god.
And so when she came out, everyone around us was like silent. And people were like, this guy in front of me turned around and was like, who is that? And I was like, it's Camila Cabello. Like, and like, no one was excited in the crowd except for my brother and like all of our friends, which was so funny because I was like, we literally manifested that. So sorry to anyone who went. I was disappointed that it was Camila because that was definitely our fault.
I just think it was like so random. Like it was a very random pairing, I guess. I don't know. It just
It
like
was so random.
Billy obviously was there week one, and like that just flowed, made sense. I get it. But then they sang one of each of their songs, and I was like, this is not fucking happening right now. Like, this is literally my dream, my actual dream. And then, like, weekend two, I was like, oh my gosh, so excited. Who could it possibly be? There was obviously talks about Taylor being there, but like, realistically, I knew that was not going to happen. But like, it's fun being Delulu, you know, it's fine. Wrong Blondie. I was so confused when Camila walked out, and I was like, okay, fun, but like not, like, I don't know, it was very random.
Yeah, and like day one, my phone died literally right at the end of Sabrina Carpenter's set. So like at like around 7, my phone had died, and I had been texting Cheyenne like all day, kind of updating her as if she were there with me because I wish that
Yes.
she was.
I
So
was
I
like,
was like updating
please,
her.
please send me videos, pictures. I need to like live vicariously through you.
Yeah, so my phone had died, and then because we were like texting when I was like, oh my gosh, there's word that like Taylor's gonna come out with her. Someone, whoever the fuck started that rumor that she sound checked Snow on the Beach, your mom's a hoe, because that's tragic, and it was not. It was not Taylor. Um, so then like the morning after when I finally charged my phone, all I had was a text from Cheyenne saying, I'm so sorry because of Camila. And I was like, yeah, rough night.
Rough night. Night one was rough. Yeah, I don't know. You seen Sabrina. Who else did you see?
Oh my god, I don't even remember. I saw Sabrina. We saw Sublime. Um, God, who did we see? We saw Little Uzi Vert, which was so fun. um, Obviously Lana. I don't remember who else we saw night one, night two. Literally don't remember. um, no doubt. That's all I remember, but I was sitting the entire time. Sorry, Gwen.
Yeah, for those of you that do not know, Ava has this like serious hate in her heart for Gwen Stefani. And I think it's so funny. It's
If you're a true fan of the podcast, you know why.
yeah.
You know. Yeah, we saw No Doubt. Tyler the Creator. He was honestly really good. I had a lot. We were like way in the back for that one. But we were just vibing, having a good time. Could not tell you who else we saw day 2. Honestly, can't remember right now. Day 3, I met up with a friend that I met on TikTok. And we went to see Renee Rapp set, which was so fun, and we were honestly really close. Um yeah, I had to take a video of tummy hurts to send to Shy. Um yeah, I don't we also saw Chapel Roan, day 1, which was great, but I did have to leave her set early to go to see Sabrina's full set, which kind of sucked, but it was okay. Yeah, it was so worth it. I'm definitely going to want to go back. Yeah, I miss it, and I can't believe that it's been a month.
I think it's also so crazy because I wanted to go officially to Coachella. This year is 10 years since the first time I've like ever wanted to go. And it was because of Lana. And like Lana headlined, and like I still was not there. It just like blows my mind that like 10 years has passed and I have not been to Coachella. Like even before I had kids, like why? I don't know why I didn't go. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure something happened or whatever, but I'm like, literally, why didn't I had all these opportunities to go and I just didn't? But 2014, that lineup was like my dream. I think it was like Lana, 1975, Arctic Monkeys was there. Like it was just like the Tumblr era of like it was just literally my dream set list, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to go. And my mom, I think I was in high school, so my mom was like, absolutely the fuck not, you're not going to Coachella, which like understandable, but at the time I was like, why do you hate me? Let me do this.
Yeah, Cheyenne's definitely gonna have to come with me next year if we go.
Okay.
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 Yeah, I guess to kind of transition into like new music that came out. I was at Coachella when the Tortured Poets Department came out. And let me tell you, my brother had the speaker so damn loud, so I had to put like my earbuds in when Tortured Poets came out. So like right at 9 o'clock, I was like, sorry y'all, no one talked to me. I'm gonna listen to this. Got like 3.5 songs in, and then my brother and his friends were like, let's go to silent disco. So I was like, well, okay, let's go to silent disco then. So I had to stop listening. So yeah, we went to silent disco and I was like accepting defeat, like, okay, I'm not gonna listen to it right now. In the middle of silent disco, I get a text from Cheyenne and she goes, 15 new songs. And I'm like, what?
Okay. And funny enough about that, when Ava's listening, like we're both listening when it comes out. We're like live texting each other. I'm freaking the fuck out because like I'm home. So I'm like fully able to listen to these songs. And at the time it was just the one album, the first like 15, right? 16 songs. And I'm like, okay, I'm in it, locked in, had lyrics pulled up. I'm texting Ava, freaking out, like, oh my god, this. And we're texting lyrics back and forth, like, what the fuck is happening? This album is so good already. We're only 3 songs in. Like, it was so good. And then I had to stop because it was like bedtime for my girls. So I get them ready for bed. I go and lay down in the room with them. I accidentally fall asleep for like an hour. And then I wake up around like 11. And I'm like, what? I have so many messages on my phone's notifications. But like I'm so out of it that I'm like, what? My sister texts me and she doesn't like ever text me unless like something's happening or she needs to like ask me a question or something. So I was like, what the fuck? So I opened my phone and she's like, Taylor just released 15 new songs. What? And I'm like, what? I like immediately wake up. I'm like, what the fuck? I look and yeah, I'm like, 15? But how do we have 31 new songs? Like, I can't even like, still cannot process 31 songs. So I obviously text Ava and I'm like, what do we do with this? Like, I didn't even finish the first 16 and now I have to listen to 15 more. Like, I was so overwhelmed that I was like, I can't do this. Like, I'm only going to listen to the first 16 and go from there. And then I ended up listening to the entire thing and I was like, I don't even remember what I just listened to. It was just way too much. But it was all so good. Like, how do you get 31 songs so perfect, so right?
Yeah, literally in the middle of silent disco, which it wasn't even silent disco, it was like a DJ this night. So it was like loud as fuck. And she texted me and I was like, what? Literally went to, why did they both turn off at the same time? Sorry. Um, Literally turned to my brother's friend. We were like the only Swifties in the group. And I was like, she just released 15 new songs. And we were like, oh my God, like jumping up and down. And everyone was like, what's going on? What's going on? And we were like, Taylor.
I just, I don't even know what we expected really. I mean, I feel like even though it was kind of predicted that like she would release a new album just based on the, the 2-1 rule or whatever it is, like, but we just are such Reputation girlies and we were like, she's announcing Reputation, this is what it is. And then when the whole double album thing came out, it was like, well, maybe she's releasing also Rep TV, but like that wouldn't make sense because why would she take away from, the new album? We were just like so confused, but I honestly was not expecting a double album. I wasn't expecting more music on top of the music we were already getting. I just like thought maybe we would get like a documentary with it, or like she did with Folklore, and like I just didn't know what to expect, but it definitely was not 15 more songs.
Yeah, no, definitely like to be at Coachella for that and to get that text was like the craziest fucking moment of my life. And I was like, there's just absolutely no way. And I didn't even listen to it until like Tuesday. I went, what is that, like 4 days without listening to it? 5 days? 4 days?
Like 4 days.
4 days. Yeah. Crazy. I honestly, if I'm being so for real, I still haven't gotten past the first 16 tracks. Like I've listened to it all throughout once on that Tuesday after Coachella, and I haven't listened to the last 15 since. Like it's just too much. Like I hate learning lyrics. I hate learning lyrics unless it's like an artist that I actively follow and I like. So like I'll get there, but just like it's just been way too much. And like I don't even have the first 15 memorized, so to like tackle all 31 at once is just too much for my brain to even handle.
Even saying 31 songs is like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like we were talking about it, and I was like, obviously we're Olivia Rodrigo fans as well. And I was like, she doesn't even like have 31 songs in her whole discography. And Taylor just threw it all in one go. Like, how do you do that? Like, and I'm sure there was hundreds of more songs. And like, how do you narrow it down to those 31? Why
Yeah.
31?
Yeah, it's like those 31 tracks are equivalent to like so many artists, like entire discography, which is absolutely insane.
Yeah, and just even what the album is about, like I was like, is this a breakup album? Are we talking about who I think we're talking about? Why are there so many songs about Maddie Healy on this album? I was just so confused because I was like, wait, this one's about Travis. No, no, no. This one's about Joe. Why is Maddie here? Like,
Whose fucking Jehovah
thank you,
Witness suit is
Amy.
this?
Like, Jehovah Witness suit. Oh my god, yeah. It just very overwhelming. That alone in itself, I needed a break, and I was like, I just mentally need to just process what happened. And then it was like another artist released this, another artist announced that, another album release, and we were just like, what the fuck? So just a 1 month from our last episode, so many musical things have happened. Like what I don't even know what was after that.
I don't know. The fact that it's been a month is like so crazy to me because it all seems like a blur.
Yeah, but it seems like just this 1 month has been like multiple months, and like I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't know. We definitely should have notes for this to like track. We were talking about this, like we should have like written down some stuff, but I don't know. It was just like a lot. And we were like totally out of the headspace of like podcast. I feel like for the last few weeks. So yeah, I don't know. What else? Last week? Was it last week we went to? Okay. Last week we went to the Billie Eilish listening party at the Forum.
I don't know how we keep doing these things to ourselves. Billie Eilish obviously had a very anticipating album. I was very excited for it because Billy and Phineas never miss ever. Their music, them as a team, is just chef's kiss. And yeah, it was just overwhelming enough. And then she releases a story that was basically like doing a free listening party, sign up, whatever. And I was like, no fucking way am I getting tickets to this, but I'm going to try. I literally clicked the link. I had like 42,000 people ahead of me, and I was like, no chance at all. I signed up. I was in line for like 45 minutes to an hour. And then it said, like, you'll get an email Wednesday night or whatever. I got an email and I was like, no fucking way. Ava wasn't even here. Like, she was back home, which is like a decent distance away. So, like, she wasn't even in the vicinity. And I was like, you have to come. Like, you have to come with me. This is what we do. Like, you need to be here.
Yeah, I was like, she was like, "Are you gonna?" I was like, "I'm not even here." And like, Cheyenne never like Ticketmaster hates her.
Yeah. I'm always waitlisted. I need to make a new account, but I'm always waitlisted. It does not matter. And even when I get a code, I never get tickets. So it's like, was like, why am I even trying? But this one time, I don't know how, but I got him.
Yeah, so she texted me. I was like, "Oh my god, I got the tickets," and I was like, "I'm literally not even here. Like, I guess I could drive back, but like, I'm not literally not there." And I was like, "The odds of her showing up are so high," and she was like, "Yeah." So then I was like, "Okay, I'm driving home. I'm driving back. I'll be there. I'm coming with." And then she had the listening party on Wednesday night in New York, and she was there. And I was like, okay, this is happening, and she's gonna be there, and she's gonna play the whole album for us. And we were 8th row.
Such good seats. We had no idea going into it if there was like a stage or like what. We didn't know anything. They just said, be there at this time. If you're not here, we're closing the doors. It is what it is. So we got there early, sat down. There was no stage, but like the entire floor was like graphics and stuff. So like it was like her album title, and then once she came out, like it was her and Phineas, whatever they were recording. We were so close to her, like it was insane. She was walking around when she came out, everyone freaked the fuck out, obviously. She's like, here's my album, hope you like it. She was like singing and dancing along, having a good time, and she'd like come around and literally like if she just like looked up to our row, like we would make great eye contact. And I was like, this is too much. Like she needs to get away from me.
Yeah, like she was literally right there. So close. But it was such a great experience to be able to hear that specific album with those giant speakers.
It was an unreal experience. Like it's tough because it's so great that like when you get home and you listen to it on your AirPods or out of your phone or whatever, it's just not the same. And like we were truly lucky and spoiled. So every song that came on, we were like, this is the one. Like it's so good. This is the one. And then we got to the greatest and we were like, no, done. This is it. Nothing's gonna top this song. It was so fucking good. Literally, it makes me like emotional even thinking about it. Like we looked at each other and we were just like, no, this is the one.
Yeah, literally in the video that I have from it, from like the part in that song, you can just hear me go, "This is the one. This is it. This is the one." Like it was just so like full body chills. It was amazing.
Yeah, I don't know how we got lucky with that one, but we did. And immediately we left we left the forum and we were like, how do we get tickets to this? Because we do not have tickets to see her.
Tragic. Dude, I had gotten into like the pre-sale for it, and tell me why. And I don't know, I literally do not know why. But last row, nosebleeds in the forum. And if you've been to the forum and if you've been like high up in the nosebleeds, you know that these are some shitty seats. Last row nosebleeds in the forum were $200. And I was like, I texted Cheyenne, I was like, yeah, so we will not be seeing Billy this year because I'm not fucking paying $200 for last row nosebleeds. That's insane. And I don't know why they were priced like that because it wasn't like official platinum. It
They
wasn't.
weren't resale.
It wasn't resale. It was literally Billy's pre-sale. And they were $200, which is crazy because I was like texting with a friend and she was like, I was telling her this and she was like, my floor ticket was $200. And I was like, yeah, I don't know what happened.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I literally love you, Billy. Not. That's ridiculous. If I'm like where we were sitting for her listening party, sure, I would understand. But like nosebleeds, even $100 is wild for those seats specifically because they are terrible.
Yeah. You're
Okay.
good.
What else has happened? Oh, the same night that Billy's album dropped, Zayn's album dropped. I still haven't listened to it.
Honestly, me either.
It's not that I don't want to. I think I'm just like right now I just need to process what I'm still processing and I will get to it. It's Zayn. I know it's gonna be amazing. Like, but also the fact that he's like performing again and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna start rehearsing and the tour is really, really possible. Sorry, like it's just like all I can say really is like his daughter literally changed his life and made him so much like happier and lighter. And even just interviews of him, like it just makes me so emotional because I'm like, oh my god, 8 years ago, 10 years ago, like he was so angry and like nobody talked to me. I want to be by myself. Like he literally dropped off the face of the earth and he was releasing albums, but like nothing was being promoted. He never toured, he never performed. Like the difference of it now, currently, what he's doing is like night and day. Like it's crazy. And it's just so exciting. And I just like want to say that I need to start playing the lotto because 6 out of the 11 things that I have predicted on my like 2024 pop culture like guessing thing that I do every year, I like one of it is Zayn's gonna go on tour, and then right next to it I said Art of Manifesting. I don't even think he had announced an album yet or anything. I think maybe he had a single possibly. I don't remember. But I was like, no, I just feel like something's gonna happen. And then he went on Call Her Daddy. Then he started releasing all these things, and I was like, did I do this? Did I manifest this so well? Like, I don't know. It's so crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy seeing just how happy he is and like he is so ready to go on tour. And I sent Cheyenne a TikTok like yesterday or something, and the interviewer asked him like, "Are you thinking about going on tour? Like, what are the vibes?" And he was like, "Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely ready to get back out there. We've been back in rehearsals." And I just sent it to Cheyenne, and I was like, "What?"
Yeah, I don't even know. Like what I can't see Zayn live. I can't. I mean we're going to, but I just can't.
I'm already crying.
No. I have not seen like it was just like seeing Harry for the first time was like, oh my god, like I can't believe this is happening. He's a solo. And then seeing Niall for the first time and Louis, yeah. Like it was just like I can't believe that it's happening. And like to see Zayn, I haven't seen Zayn perform since 2014. Like I cannot hear his voice live. I'm literally gonna start crying.
No, I'm
I
literally
can't
crying.
hear his voice live. And if he even thinks, if he even thinks about singing any One Direction songs,
No.
we're not gonna get a podcast anymore because we're gonna be dead. We're gonna die. If he ever sings right now, or You and I, or what else? They Don't Know About Us. If he ever sings those songs ever, check on me.
Literally, if he sings a One Direction song on tour, it's gonna be our reaction is gonna be like 10 times worse than Niall singing "Story of My Life" at the iHeartRadio thing that we went to
And we were on
for
the
the first time.
floor crying.
Yeah,
Almost fetal position crying.
literally like
I'm gonna
sobbing.
explode. I'm gonna explode if Zayn even thinks about it. Literally, I'm gonna be dead. I promise you, I'm gonna die. I can't even think about it. It's too much.
Yeah, but I have not listened to his album yet. Honestly, I haven't even listened to Billy's album since the album release party.
It's only 10 songs, so it's like not too much, you know, and like I don't even want to get into everything that's going on lately. But like just the album alone is so fucking good. It's so good. It's like I'm such a big Billie Eilish fan. Obviously, I almost named my youngest daughter Billie. I wanted to do it, so I should have done it. I should have just done it.
You should. She's Billy to us.
We call her Billie. But I just like her other albums, EPs, singles. Like they're all so good, and I feel like everything is also so different. So like you know which song is coming. Like it's just so good. But like this album is like different. Like it still sounds like Billie, but I don't know. Like you could just tell she's evolving, and like it's such a perfect album. It's so good.
Yeah, I feel like every week we text each other, maybe like multiple times a week, and just say, I can't believe we have 31 new songs. Like that's just been our thing for the past month is how the hell do we have 31 new songs?
Oh, Sabrina's probably gonna go on tour soon.
Her too.
Yeah. I need to start working. I need to start working yesterday.
Yes, do you want to give the pod the good news?
Oh yes, I am officially employed
Woo!
as an esthetician. I officially am, I think, starting within the next like 2 weeks. I'm just getting everything ready. I have my own suite. If you're in the OC area, you want a facial, hit me up. Yeah, I'm super excited. Honestly, like I was very scared, and I was like, oh my god, can I do this? And then as I was like, what? As I was ordering like products and stuff that I need, I was like, I'm so excited. Like I can make this little space my own. And yeah, I'm super excited.
Yes, so one of us finally has a job.
Woo! Now we get to go to more concerts.
Yeah, so exciting. I guess another thing, I'm officially done with my AA degree.
Hell yeah. Woo, 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 woo. A scholarly woman.
Yep. Still got no job though. So
It's okay, we'll get there, it's fine. All is well. Yes, I'm gonna lean back. Sorry, my back's hurting, so I'm old. I'm pushing 30. I'm not, but I feel like I am. This year I'll officially be pushing 30. I don't want to fucking talk about it. Anyway, that was fucking rude, Ava. Torture Poets.
anyways, oh my god. Anyways, so usually during like Taylor's performances, surprise song o'clock is like the time where I'm like blowing up Cheyenne's phone, like surprise song o'clock, updating her if she doesn't answer. I'm that annoying friend.
It's okay, but it's honestly, I miss it every time. So, like, I appreciate it because I will not, like, if she texts me and I'm not doing anything, I'm like, oh my god, I need to tune into the live and watch, and I will. But sometimes I'm driving, sometimes I'm yelling at one of my kids, and it just doesn't happen. But I appreciate it. You're not the annoying friend. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for validating me. So, Paris Night 1, the return of the Eras Tour, was the start of my downfall. I was planning on watching. You good?
The origin of her villain story.
I was planning on watching like the whole show because I was like, she's gonna add or she's gonna change the set list. Like, I was just so ready to watch the whole thing, but I missed it, and I came in. Oh, I don't even know. I think when the new folkmore set was starting, and so I was like catching up on everything on Twitter and like going back to update accounts, and I was like, oh my god, there's so many changes, and I was texting Cheyenne literally blowing up her phone, and she texted me and was like, I'm I'm at lunch with her boyfriend's mom. And I was like, oh shit, sorry. Enjoy your lunch. Like, whatever. I'll stop texting you. I did not stop texting her. I indeed spammed her. Like,
She was having a full mental breakdown while I'm at P.F. Chang's in Irvine Spectrum, trying not to laugh my ass off while having lunch with two babies and Patrick's mom. So that was interesting.
yeah, so the Folkmore set happened. I was like, oh my god, she cut The Last Great American Dynasty, which, if you know, you know, I love that song with everything in me. So that was like tragic. And then the Tortured Poets Department set starts, and I'm like texting Cheyenne, oh my god, it's happening, for like the entire, like, what, 30 minutes straight, texting her,
Yeah.
spamming her.
I honestly, like, I wasn't even reading the messages, and I was like, I'm just gonna read them later because, like, I can't do anything about it right now. Like, I can't watch this live, unfortunately. And for some reason, something told me to look down at my Apple Watch, and she's like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Who's afraid of little old me? And I was like, I need to go now.
Literally every song that she was playing, I was texting Cheyenne, updating her, and it was just like literally 2 hours later, or like some crazy hours later, she texted me. I was like, oh my god, I missed all of this. I was like, I was literally having a panic attack this whole set. I didn't know what the fuck to do.
Yeah, in that very moment, it was like, we're going to the Eras Tour again when she comes back to LA. Because we know that she's coming back. She has to. Why the fuck are we the only people she didn't say thank you to?
She's so coming back to LA. It's like not even a joke anymore. She has to. Like, why wouldn't she?
She has to. She can't, like, do a new tour. Like, it's the same tour, but it's a new tour. The set list is completely different. Also, her taking Tolerated off, crime in itself. Her taking Long Live off over Enchanted is mind blowing to me. I'm a speak now girly till the day I die. I could live with never listening to Enchanted again. But Long Live.
Yeah, she made some crazy, crazy changes to the set list. And like when I was texting Cheyenne, I was like, she cut Tolerate It. You're literally gonna die. Like, that performance changed our lives.
And it's so funny because I mean, I liked the album prior to that. I liked the song, but it was never one that I would like put on. Hearing that and seeing that performance live, I was like, this song is absolutely fantastic. Like, the fact that I didn't appreciate it more is crazy. The Eras changed my life.
Yeah, it was a crazy time to be on the live stream and watch that happen. I recorded my entire reaction to it, and my reaction to her playing Down Bad, like my whole reaction the entire time was so fucking funny, but my reaction to her playing Down Bad was hilarious.
Speaking of being down bad, how the hell are you, Ava?
Down bad, crying in my bed.
Oh.
Anyways.
So cute. Anyway. We took a risk with that one, huh? Speaking of risk. We're so good at this.
Gracie Abrams is doing a collab with Taylor Swift on her sophomore album, and I am entirely unwell about it.
Yeah, I think Taylor being a feature is crazy. to anyone.
Crazy.
But like, I'm so excited because them performing together was magical. And I'm so excited for you. I do like Gracie Abrams, but I am nowhere near a fan the way that Ava is to her. So anytime Gracie is brought up, I'm like, take the mic because this is your time to shine.
Y'all, literally anything that Gracie does makes me sob like uncontrollably.
Also, you were posted on Gracie Abrams HQ.
I was. Oh my god. Gracie has a billboard in LA for her new upcoming album, The Secret of Us, which comes out June 21st. A little plug for her. And I went to see it and I took some pictures in front of it and I posted them, and Gracie Abrams HQ reposted my post on their story, and that made my day. Made my life, actually. Because I was like, she totally saw these. She totally saw these.
And also, I'm gonna start. I'm down bad also, but it's for Steven Sanchez. He also stalks me. I want you to know.
Yes, he does. Yeah.
He every time I thought I was being pranked the first time that it happened, but when he was like releasing new music, new anything, I reposted on my story, and he's seen every single thing that I put on my story, and I was like, this is not happening.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's too much because I am in love with him. And then he posted his girlfriend's hands the other day with a ring on it, and I was like,
literally down bad crying at the gym.
Justin Bieber's having a fucking baby.
Literally the day of Paris Night 1 at the Eras Tour, when all this was fucking happening, I literally in the middle of the Eras Tour, I had gotten on to the live stream, and then I was like on Twitter and I was scrolling to find all the updates, and then I saw this account post, they're having a baby, and I was like, what? But I was like, I can't deal with this right now. Like, there's other stuff going on. I don't really give a shit right now. I have to look at the Eras Tour. So I was like, I'll come back to that. Once I kind of scrolled through everything, got the gist of what was happening at the Eras Tour, I was like, okay, let me find out if this is true. Go on Haley's account, and I'm like, no fucking way. I'm texting Cheyenne.
It's like, who's afraid of little old me? So high school. Justin Bieber's having a fucking baby. Oh my god, she's singing this. I was like, what?
There was like a lot going on in that moment, and I was like, holy shit, what is happening? And there was a tweet that was like, I don't know what it said exactly. I sent it to you, but it was like their announcement, and someone retweeted, we don't care, the Eras Tour is happening right now.
Literally.
Which was so true, because I was like, that was literally my reaction. I was like, I'll come back to this.
Yeah. Oh my god.
But yeah, that's crazy.
I don't know. That was so funny. I wasn't even trying to transition that, but it worked out. Also, another thing that came out, I don't know how we forgot. We brainstormed a little bit. The main thing that truly formed me as a human being was Wicked. The first time I ever saw the Wicked play, I was like 8 or 9 maybe, and I think about it now and I'm like, literally, that play, that musical changed my life. And like, I don't even know. Like, I've always loved musicals and stuff when I was younger. Mary Poppins was one of my favorite movies growing up. Wizard of Oz, Sound of Music, like all of these musicals literally shaped me into who I am. But like Wicked, literally, I was like, I've never seen something so incredible in my entire life. And I've seen it a few times. When I found out they were making this movie, I was so excited. I think the cast is absolutely chef's kiss. And the trailer came out. And I cried the entire time I watched it.
Yeah, I've also seen Wicked. I do not know how old I was. Um, but I just like remember it being absolutely incredible. And like I grew up going to plays and watching them, and like nothing ever will be as good as Wicked. And like seeing the trailer and knowing that they're making this movie, but like seeing the trailer and hearing like my favorite song from Wicked that gives me chills, like, and like makes me cry every time I think about it, is Defying Gravity. Just like that whole song is just perfection. And like specifically like the end part of it is just amazing. Amazing. And I listened to it so much. Like but hearing that in the trailer, I texted Cheyenne and I was like literally sobbing over hearing Defying Gravity in this trailer right now. It's gonna be so good.
Yeah, I am so excited. They're also finally, after so many, I don't even know, it's been so long since they've been to LA, but Wicked is finally coming back this year in December. And I'll be honest, I'm picking Wicked over Billy if I have to decide.
Oh, definitely.
Like I need to see it. It is so, when does it come out? Thanksgiving, I think, right?
The show? The movie?
The movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um yeah, I think honestly that cast is incredible. I'm so excited. I think Ariana Grande is the perfect person to play Glinda the Good Witch, you know? I love her. Elphaba, I think I was confused when they casted because I had never heard of her prior. Um and then also I was confused with, I don't know her name. I don't know. When the casting first came out, I was like, okay, I don't know who this person is personally. So I was just like, I hope she's good. Because if you mess up Alphaba, she is the person of this entire play. Like Ariana Grande, great, love it, was excited, but I was like, you cannot mess up Alphaba. She's literally my entire world. Please. But after seeing that trailer,
We're good.
we're taken care
It's
of.
gonna be so
Everything's
good.
fine. I am so excited. Another trailer that came out is
It ends with
Ends
us.
With Us. We are not happy with that casting, as we have disclosed before. But waking up that morning, pressing play on that trailer to hear My Tears Ricochet.
We gather here. We line up. That was crazy.
Insane. And then for it to just cut out, that amazing. Chef's kiss. Love. Still hate the cast. Movie looks okay. Looks pretty accurate to what I remember from the book. But I hate that cast.
Yeah, the cast and the costuming is just not it.
Terrible. And then obviously the interviews came out with Colleen, and she was like, yeah, we aged up the characters. I'm so excited about that. But it's like, why?
Yeah, like
Why did we do that? Was it because you wanted Blake Lively to play Lily Bloom? Or was it because you like genuinely wanted to age up the characters? Like, I'm just confused.
yeah, because like a big part of the book was their age.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
The only character I can seem to justify is Ryle. He's the only one that makes sense to me. But even that is like really pushing it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't love this cast. I think also they came out with Verity being bought and purchased into a movie, which I'm so excited because I fucking love that book. I think they should have saved Blake for Verity. She would have been absolutely perfect for that role. She will never be my Lily Bloom.
Never. I was gonna say something, but I forgot. Oh, another trailer that just well, I don't know. It wasn't like the official trailer, but the A Good Girl's Guide to Murder series is coming out in July, I believe. And if you watched like our favorite book episode, I talked about that. I love that series so much, and I'm so excited for the series because the casting is just like spot on. So I'm really excited for that. And
I still have to read that book.
yeah, you need to.
We also are slowly making our way back into our reading girly era. We had a little bit of a slump.
Dude, I had such a long slump. I was in a slump for like way over a year. But I read a book in like 3 days last week. So I'm so proud of myself for that.
Yeah, I honestly like my goal was 40 for this year because I had read so well last year. So I was like, easy, no problem, I could do that. Here we are, almost in June, and I am like on my seventh book, I think. I'm just like nowhere near where I was last year. I think I've just like read everything that I wanted to read as far as like why I got my Kindle. Um, and like I am trying to like venture out into different genres. So maybe that was like putting me in a slump because I'm a thriller girly through and through. I like romance like here and there, young adult stuff like that, but yeah, I the only book that I've like genuinely enjoyed that I can think at the top of my head is called Say You Swear. Yeah. I stopped reading for a couple months, and then recently I just was like I'm going to read it again, and it was what I had talked about in the book review podcast, the one that we did, and it was the Mindfuck series. I reread the first book and I was like, yeah, I need to read another thriller. So I'm currently back on my Frida McFadden reading stage right now. So that's where I'm at currently.
Love that for you. Yeah, I don't know. I think that about sums it up. Have you been listening to like any new music artists recently? Real quick before we end this episode.
I just started listening to this person called Colette Lush. I follow a dancer on Instagram, and I guess she was dancing background for her recently at a show she did in LA, and her voice is astronomically beautiful. It's so like everything about her. She's very like, at least from what I've seen in this performance, like very fairy like, very like ethereal. Yeah, I don't know. I was intrigued, so I was like, I'm gonna start listening to her, and she just came out with an album called 7-1, and it's amazing. I recommend that to you if you are looking for new music. It's more like pop, kind of pop, indie pop. That's what I recommend.
Nice. I've been listening to Wallows recently, and their new album just came out literally Thursday night. Um, yeah, their new album is really good. I haven't gotten into like their older stuff yet because again, I hate learning new lyrics if I'm like just getting introduced to an artist. So like starting with their new stuff, working my way to the old stuff.
It is very good. I recommend that. It is. I like their old stuff. That's what I used to listen to. I never used to, but I used to work in downtown Disney, and like we used to get a lot of celebrities in there. And Dylan Minnette and his then girlfriend came in, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm starstruck right now. I love this guy. And then so yeah, it just sent me down a rabbit hole, and then I was like, oh my god, he makes music, and then that's how I got there.
Yeah, so Wallows
Chapel
and
for me. I feel like she's newer for me.
yeah.
So fun. She's so fun.
Yeah, she's so fun. I've been trying to listen to Zach Bryan.
Nice. I love Zach Bryan. Okay. I told this to Ava the other day. I was like, oh my gosh, I love country. But it's not something that I go out and like advertise. But like I do have my little playlist and that I do enjoy.
Yeah.
Zach Bryan, I love him. All his music is so good. Luke Combs. Everyone loves their Morgan Wallen. I personally not a fan. Don't come for me.
Sue me.
Sue me. It's fine. Whatever. But yeah.
Yeah.
The more you know.
The more you know. A friend's been trying to get me on Zach Bryan, so I'm trying.
Yeah.
So yeah. I think that's all we have to update you guys on, honestly. Just a bunch of gibberish for like an hour.
Yeah. This is a little catch up episode. Yeah, we just wanted to come back, share what we have experienced on our time off, and update you. For those of you that do listen, we appreciate you so much. We love you. We see you.
We hear you.
We hear you. Vibes are great. Come on over. We're so much fun. Very chaotic, obviously. And yeah, if you want to check us out on any of our social media, everything will be linked down below if you're watching the YouTube channel. If not, then we are at Keeping It Chaotic Pod on everything. And yeah.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.